Hey, okay, I'm live in Facebook, so I think I'm a little bit early. 6:55, got 5 more minutes to go. Then we can start explaining the knowledge to humanity. So let me wait until some people get on here. So let's start talking. We'll be talking today about the Sistine Chapel by Michelangelo. 10,000 years of sunlight, 2,000 years of darkness. So gonna wait a little while longer. Knowing you people can hear me. That's great. So I see 2 people so far. I'm a little bit early. It's getting ready. All right. So I'm a little bit early, so I'm gonna start explaining, but a little bit here, then we get to the main event. All right. So let's get started. So this is from the Sistine Chapel, right? I'm just gonna show you this image so you can know it's a copycat from the ancient Aztecs. That's generation 3, all right? Generation 4 Egyptians, and here's the Vatican Temple. So for all you religious people, you see all those Bible characters are fictional. God is a fictional character, an idol. Jesus is a fictional character, has many names, many stories. Yeshua, the yellow sun is also named Adam. Again, is named, the yellow sun is named Muhammad, all right? The Buddha. The yellow sun has many names throughout the cultures. You must understand that your world government, the people who gave you the religion, you're under their spell, their mind control. The first language you must understand is nature. If you don't understand nature, they give you the language you speak, whatever it is, Chinese, Russian, Hindu, Mandarin, whatever language you speak, that's your spell. That you don't understand spells and spelling. That's your mind control language. They never taught you how to see nature because they want to control your mind. That's our word government. All right. So just to show you, and right down here, the 2,000 years of darkness, many stories explaining it. All right. So this is from the Ezekiel vision again, the valley of the dry bones. So when you read the Bible, this is the beginning. Okay. This is the void. This Jesus and his baptism, the resurrection of Jesus. God resurrected Jesus in the 3rd day. You see, the 3rd day is when the yellow sun comes back out of the darkness. You see, the religious people are under the spells of the Bible. They worshiping idols, fictional characters. They don't understand that these books, the stories repeats itself over and over and over again. That's the magic of writing. That's witchcraft. All Bibles on the planet Earth are witchcraft on the weak-minded people. If you don't understand nature, you're going to fall under their spells. All right? So here's some of the stories when you enter the 2,000 years of darkness. In the 2,000 years of darkness, we eat each other. So you will have, okay, here, the valley of the dry bones, the above wheel, okay, the above wheel and below. These are 2. So it's called hell, TARTARUS, the darkness, SHEOL, the void, the vapors, the abyss, the reservoir of water, the well, the baptism. Earth is frozen for 2,000 years, the Earth Ice Age. People live underground for 2,000 years. People harvest other people for 2,000 years. People eat other people for 2,000 years. That's the real knowledge, okay? So let's move on to the next page. So we're going to be explaining this in detail. As you know, this is from the Sistine Chapel, all those paintings. The truth is there to all to see, but the religious people, the religious mind, see fictional stories. Humans love the lies. All those religious people around the planet Earth, they love the lies. You must understand, fake war governments, fake war religions, fake education system. They love the lies of the world. They don't love the truth. That's the truth right there. You have to remove the veil. The veil is the stories. You have to remove it and to see the truth. Okay? Here we go. So we're going to explain all of this in detail for the weak-minded people. All right? So before I get started, let me see if you see any comments in here. Let me move with my other glasses. All right. So I got graffiti here. They all want a hero to save them. They don't want to save themselves. That's true. You got it. Kim. Okay. Robert's all right. Good. She's here. All right. So, okay, let's get started. I'm going to explain all this to you guys right now. All right. So let me explain in detail what this all means. So let me get my remote. Okay. So what you see here from the 16th chapel, that's the illusion. You must use your star constellation map. All this, paintings, all these is a lie. It's the same thing that the Asian people did. Okay? You must break out of this mind control, the lie. Okay? Now you see, here's that. Okay, we're going to be explaining this. Look. We're going to be explaining this section right here. All right? With the paintings. Here we go. Now I got enough food. We're going to put it over here. Side by side. Okay? We're going to have it side by side. Let's explain this. So you're going to be seeing, we're going to be explaining this right here in detail for you guys. Here it is. Okay? You have to remove those paintings and start counting everything. And you're going to see the truth. You're going to be able to understand the truth. All right? So it's going to be a long video, but hopefully you guys can stand in there and understand the truth. All right? So let's move in to the next image. Okay, so now you see. We're going to do first these squares. Those are the 4 seasons. All right? The 4 seasons. Okay? Earth, fire, air, and water. You see? We got autumn, winter, spring, and summer. All right? That's the way I did it. I tried the other way, reverse way, and it doesn't work because I would say this is the west. I mean, this is the east and this is the west. So let's put them side by side. Here's side by side. Okay? Like I said to you guys, when you gonna decode anything, you use your star constellation map. This is the wheel below. The above wheels are 12,000 years. It's the Milky Way galaxy. This is the wheel below. So we're going to decode this one first. As you can see, it's the 4. All right, that's the first thing you have to do when you read any religious text. When you want to decode any symbols or whatever, you use your star constellation map. So now we decoded that one, the 4 seasons, okay? Now, the 4 season has many names, many stories, okay? As you know, when they're all together, it's God, Lord God, Jehovah, okay? Mary is the winter season. The 4 living creatures, you see? The 4 rivers, you see the 4 rivers. Mary is the winter season. Again, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are the 4 seasons. The 4 seasons. The 4 beasts. The 4 for below. The 4 archangels. Okay? So there we go. When you read the Bible, that's the correct way to see it. You see? The magicians are writers. It's the same story being repeated by the illusions. You people are falling under their spells. Okay? It's the same story being repeated. It's on the numerology. It repeats itself. So here we go. Here's the second image. So now we're going to explain the 12. Okay? You see, it also kind of looks like the spinal cord of a human being behind your neck. It also looks like that. Also, you can say it looks like a machinery the same way. But right here, we have, remember, in the wheel above, each one is around 1,000. But in the wheel below are the months, all right? So we have Leo, and it goes all the way around. Because remember, the red sun comes in the east through the lion, and we will talk about it more throughout the video. I'm getting ahead of myself. Over here, we got Leo, we got Virgo, we got Libra, we got Scorpio, we got Sagittarius, okay? Then we got, all right, okay, Sagittarius, and over here will be the 2,000 years of darkness. There's the wheel below, I mean the wheel above. And again, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. All right, but we're just gonna put it side by side now. Here we go, side by side. Okay, so you can see here's 1, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 10,000 years of sunlight. You see, that's how they have it. 10,000 years of sunlight. That will be in the wheel above. But we will be talking. They have they're giving you the rivers of life. So you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You see, and 12. That will be the 10,000 years of sunlight. That's what they're giving to you in there. All right. Then when you go to the wheel above, it will be the 2,000 years of darkness. All right. Move on to the next one. Then when you count these pillars, let me make sure I didn't forget anything in the other page if I forgot to read anything. All right. Didn't forget anything. All right. So now when you count these pillars, all the way around is 24. All right, that's the Earth, 24 hours in a day. And if you divide it, it'll be 12 and 12. Okay, as above, so below. You see, the Earth rotates once in about 24 hours with respect to the sun, but once every 23 hours and 56 minutes and 4 seconds with respect to the stars. You see, right there. Now remember, it is above all this, and this below all this. All right. So you will start to see more when we keep going. So now we have them together. You see, the Earth, we locate it in the cross between the 4 seasons. You see, Earth orbits our yellow sun. It will take a full year rotation, 365 days point something. So right here it is. You see, according to the months and seasons. You see. So I hope you guys are not lost. I hope you can see it. So let's move into the next frame. Now we're going to be talking about these points, these pyramids, all right? So if you count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see that 8 suns. And if you count these, there's 4, the 4 seasons. You see how the 8 suns is the reason for the 4 seasons. The Earth has this tilt. That's the reason when the Earth tilts. It's because of the seasons. It's the Earth is always orbiting our yellow sun, but it connects with another sun, and she's between them, and it makes her pools, and that's the reason for the seasons. All right. So let's put them all together. Let me read right here: the 8 suns reborn a millennium cycle. The number 8 in the Bible represents a new beginning, meaning a new order in creation, and man through born again event when is restoration from the dead and eternal life. The number 8 is a symbol of restoration and regeneration. You see, right now, we all humans right now, our DNA is being changed because the 8 suns will awaken. And all life, okay? Even underneath the ocean, we all changing because it's, remember, new 8 suns, new Earth, new DNA, okay? So let's keep moving on. So right here we have both of them together. So you must understand these 8 suns. All right, I'll put them right here real big. Here we got Draco. Draco is located here by the north, and it has a number power 1 through 4. Then we got Orion. Okay, put them up here. Okay, the power is 5 through 8. Then we got that's Polaris Ursa Minor. Then we got Orion, holds 2 suns. Right here is Orion. It has 2 suns. The power is 9 through 12 and 13 through 16. You see? Orion is relocated in Orion's arm. That's how we move through the Milky Way galaxy. Again, number 4, dog star Sirius. It's right here, number 4. Okay, we already told this one. Is this one down here, Draco. Number 2, Polaris. Number 3. Okay, there's Orion over here. And number 4, Orion again. Then we got dog star Sirius right here. His power is 17 to 20. Okay, it's a blue sun. I even gave you the colors of the suns, how they explain it. Then we have Pasayan, that's a white sun right here, 21 to 24. Then we got Hope. Hope is located in the cross, okay, between the 4 seasons, all right? Between the 2 pillars, the pillar of light, the pillar of cloud, many names. You know, this is the Ark of the Covenant, 2 poles, autumn and winter, 2 poles on the other side, spring and summer. You see? So this is the Ark of the Ark, whatever those people, religious people are looking for on earth. It's all a lie. You have to look up. It's above your head. I named it Hope. It means help other people evolve. And my first daughter is named Hope. Again, 7, Destiny, 6640D, 29 to 32. This one comes in every millennium cycle, the 8. Here's the 8 suns. I hope you guys can watch that. Let me turn off the light. So here we go. Here's the doorway where the red sun comes in, the Leo constellation. You see, the gateway. So here's the red sun. So she comes in the year 2010, okay? Then again, 4010, 3010, 5010, 6010, every millennium cycle, all right? She makes 15 passages, but we talk about it more later. But here she is, okay? I call it Destiny, you know, because she has the mineral for life on Earth. She brings the 14 carbon. Again, red sun solar system in the millennium cycle, enter through the Leo and exit through the Cancer and Leo, okay? There we go. So that's her. I call that 666 because she makes 6. She stays in our tree of life for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days. She stays in our 13th constellation. She comes in the month of July, and the year came in 2016, and again 3016, like that. She stays for 40 days, making a mission to the yellow sun, and the red sun becomes a blue sun. So that's one there. So I already explained that one for you guys. Let me turn the light back on. There we go. So now we're going to explain the wheel above. You see? You will see the 10,000 years of sunlight and the 2,000 years of darkness. All right? So let's bring the other page up where it's together. Okay, you see now you see the wheel above. You have to use the wheel above when you're decoding this one. All right? So the 12 constellation has many stories in the Bible. The 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 spies, the 12 pastors, the 12 stones, the 12 princes, the 12 prophets, the 12 disciples, the 12 sons of Jacob, the 12 sons of Asmael, the 12 gates, and many more illusions through the stories from the Holy Bible. You see, it all repeats itself. The Bible repeats itself over and over and over again. That's the magic of writing. Get that through your head, religious people. That's the magic of writing. So, as you know, this is Leo, okay? Then we got Virgo, we got Libra. Remember, in the wheel above, each one of these is 1,000 years. You see, each one of these is 1,000 years. So let's start right here. Capricorn, okay? It's when we enter the 2,000 years of darkness. The yellow sun will enter the 2,000, the 1,000, the ones, you know, in the reservoir of water and the dust cloud in the beginning. It will go in here. We can't point to the stars or nothing anymore for 2,000 years in the age of Capricorn Aquarius because we end there, okay? That's when we will eat each other, okay? We will harvest each other, okay? We the predators, we will eat the weaker mental people, okay? So that'll be right there. There's Capricorn and Aquarius, you see? The 2,000 years of darkness. Just for you people wondering why I have those two darkened. Now you understand. You see, it's all there in the 16th chapter. Then the third day, God said, let there be light. Here's it is. It's the fish symbol. You see? The fish will return. We can stop eating each other. You see? When you read the story that Jesus will be the Savior, yeah, He's saving you because we stop eating each other. You see? The vegetation, the dead will rise. That means the vegetation will grow again. You see? The ice will start melting again. Okay? So, again, water covers the sun and stars. Yellow sun turns black. The ice age of Capricorn, 1,000 years of darkness, purification. You see? The earth ice age, the age of Aquarius, 1,000 years of darkness, purification. Here we go again. The yellow sun returns, 10,000 years of sunlight, age of Pisces, 1,000 years, new earth species. Remember, when we in here, in the 2,000 years of darkness, we become a different species as well. We won't look like this no more. We're gonna change. Remember our ancestors, how long they had scars, right? So there we go. Remember, water, earth, fire, and air are the 4 elements. So let's keep moving on. So now these two right here, the 13 and the 14, you see? So the 13 constellation has many names in the Bible. Jerusalem, okay? The Garden of Eden, the stone, the Ark of the Covenant, angel, desert, mountains. They call these mountains in the Bible, they call them the beast, man, belly, throne, you know, when it's in the belly. The burning furnace, the great illuminary, the gold, Odin, Eden, Shakur, Joseph, you know, Mary husband, you see? The 14th constellation has many names in the Bible. Okay, this is the 14th constellation right here, but it's also called the 19th, okay? So it's the 14th or the 19th constellation is named Lucifer, Samson, angel, star, you know, morning star, the Lord God Almighty, a dragon, below beast. Okay, when they connect with the 7 constellation, it's the 7-headed beast, where they all become one. And when they all become one, it's God. Okay. And what else? A beast with the 7 head, Ezekiel. Enoch is that. Nemesis, wormwood, the stone, Allah. Allah is the 7 when they all become one again. Okay. Where's Allah? Where we at? Allah, Hera, when you read Hera, Elda, Alulu spacecraft, when you read the Anunnakis, that's Alulu spacecraft, you see? Alulu is the red sun, Alulu spacecraft, and Inlu, okay? Inki is the yellow sun, when you read the Sumerian tablets. Thoth spacecraft, that's Thoth spacecraft, Thoth is the red sun. Iana, Ishtar, the phoenix, Isis, Khan, NASA Campus 1E, that's the new name NASA gave it on January 2017. They made an hour special, but they left the red planet out, the red and gold planet out. Most High God, Elohim. There you go. So now let's put them together. You see? So you will see the 12. But remember the wheel above the 12,000 years. We will explain it more, but I just wanted you guys to use this one and remember the other one that I showed. And that's all the same thing as I said before. But you see it side by side. And remember, this is the wheel above. I should have put the Milky Way galaxy, but it's the same thing, basically. You can use the wheel above, below as well. So. Oh, I see what I did. I left the same image. I was supposed to remove the other image and represent this one. You see? There we go. So it's the same one that I explained, but you can see it has to do with this. You see? 8 is over here. Then you work your way around. So we're in the age, as you know, the clock, when we're in the 2,000 years of darkness, it will reset the clock. So it'll be 1,000, 2,000. So people will start coming out of the underground cities by the year 2,200 and something. The ice will start melting. All right. Then you reset again in the age of Pisces. All right. In the age of Pisces, right here, let there be light. Okay. Again, you will reset the calendar. And when you hit 10,000, you know you have to start preparing to start entering the underground cities. All right. That's for the people in the future. We're right here in the year 2000. Well, we're here right here in the year 2000, age of Aries. Then I'll be in the year 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. You see? That's it. Above yellow sun turns into a black sun when entering a reservoir of water. Space dust, you see? But, you know, many stories explain a different way. In the age of Capricorn Aquarius, 2,000 years of darkness. Earth, in the earth below, Earth turns into ice for 2,000 years, you see? Because there's no sunlight. All right, so now we're going to talk about the red sun 15 passages. This is how I get it, you see? So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They got this from the Aztec temple and the Egyptian temple. It's all in there as well. Remember that. The 14 constellation, well, remember I called it the 14 sometimes. It's actually 14 or 19, depending what books you read, all right? Goes through 15 passages into adulthood. That's why the Mexican, la quinceañera, because the Mexico temple, all those stories from the Bible is actually from the Aztecs. They got all that knowledge from them, you see? They were the best astronomers, okay? But they've forgotten. They didn't pass the knowledge. Probably they did, but when the Spaniards came, all that massacre they did, all right? So here you go. So then the eight suns awakened for 200 years. The eight suns awakened, the earth knew 32 powers reborn. There you go. So let's put them side by side. Okay, here how it looks like when she makes her 15 passages. All right. She stays in the tree of life. Okay, let's get the other image side by side. There we go. So right here you see it, okay? 15 passages. She stays in the tree of life right here for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days. That's the mark of the beast, the seven-headed beast, you see? I hope you people can see that the Bibles are fictional stories explaining our cycles of above and below. This is not no witchcraft like the religious people. They're so fucked up mentally. You must understand, all religious people has mental illness, mental psychosis. They're all 100% stupid people. 99% of the population of planet Earth, they're all stupid people. Less than 1% can understand this knowledge. And I'm just speaking the truth. You have to just study this, and you will see I'm telling you the truth. And we have to change the world that we live in a world of honesty and truth, not more of these lies. All right? Because the government right now, you can see that they're using the devil to scare these religious people. They're killing them with fear. All right? Fear kills people. You must understand that. So here we go. The 50 passages. So the red sun comes in our tree of life in the year 2010. Okay? The 40 constellation red sun solar system, 15 passages. The eight suns awaken. Climate change for 200 years. Nuclear summer, nuclear winter. So here's the doorway. I hope you guys can see that. Let me turn off the light again. So here's the doorway. I gave it to you guys all here real nice. So she makes 15 passages and she awakens the eight suns. But we can explain it more in other images. I don't want to show it to you guys, but you can see it real nice and beautiful. All right? I'm getting ahead of myself. I got it all here. Nice to explain it to you guys. So let me turn the light on again. Let's move into the next one. So you see, okay, now we're going to explain how the red sun changes the other suns, all right? So let's explain that right now. Okay, here's another image, more bigger. It's the same thing, it's just more bigger and everything. So you guys can see, all right? So let's get to the other one. Okay, now we're going to explain how she changes the suns, all right? Why we in climate change? We are not the reason for climate change. It's the red sun solar system. That's the reason for climate change right now. Earth is going through its purification for 200 years. Our body do the same thing. We have an immune system. Our body cleans itself out from all the dead, when you get sick in the winter season, your body cleans itself out from all the old viruses, germs, and bacteria in your body, all right? We have a fake education system, people, okay? You must understand that. They're lying to you. They're lying to all of us. All right? So here we go. Let's explain this right now. Let's put it. Okay, here's what happens. You see how she awakens the eight suns? So let's put it side by side, both of them. Here we go, side by side. So you see, when the red sun comes in, she makes her 15 passages. You see? She comes in and she travels in the Milky Way galaxy. She travels and she changes these suns, okay? So the first one she will awaken is Draco. It's right here. She will change energy. Then Earth, when it connects with it, it will feel it, and Earth will start feeling that new energy, and the tectonic plates will start moving faster, and the ocean with those tectonic plates, because it's moving faster, it creates a vibration. It will sound like the trumpets of God. You see, those are the 7 trumpets. You see, So then she will come down and awaken Polaris, Ursa Minor. Then she comes down to Orion. She starts flying around to Orion. And that's the thing. You see how this red sun knows how to do this every millennium cycle? You know, when a sun does not, I'm not sure if you guys ever study about the sun. It has gases. She takes the gases out of them. Because if the sun doesn't take their gases, they will explode. They call it supernova or something like that. All right? So she's like a bee. She pollinates all these suns. See, nature, we have the bees. You've seen them, how they pollinate everything. It wasn't because of the bees we all be dead. Same thing up here. Same thing. You see? So then she comes, she starts flying. She flew there. Then she flies to Orion. She changes the two suns in there. There's two suns in Orion. I would say like an orange sun and a blue sun in there. She changes energy. Then she goes to Doxa Sirius. She flies over here. She exchanged energy with him. Then she goes to Procyon, the lonely planet. Changes energy. Remember, she's the whore of Babylon. She's having sex with all of them. You see, even the suns have plenty of sex, so enjoy it as long as you can, because in our next body, we won't probably never enjoy having sex with two people. Because if you study the animal life, a lot of animals reproduce asexually. Where's the fun of that? Okay? The eel, I told you people to study the eel. They don't have reproductive system. So how these eels, because nature creates them. You see? So enjoy this container. Don't be afraid of sex. Just have safe sex. And there's no better sex than you doing it to yourself. Just enjoy this body now, experience it now. Because when you come back down, when you get reborn again, who knows what you're gonna be. So I'm just telling you, that's the whore of Babylon. So here we go. So she exchanges with him. Then here we go. Here comes the red sun. She's gonna come in the cross between the 4 seasons. Okay, she's gonna change. That's Eve, Adam and Eve in the garden for 40 days. You see? When you read the Bible, Adam and Eve in the garden for 40 days. The devil tempted Jesus for 40 days. Moses was in the desert for 40 days. David killed Goliath. Goliath waited for David in the mount for 40 days, you see. Hannah warned the people for 40 days. I'm not sure what the other stories I'm missing, but it's all the same story. You see how the same thing will be repeated. So the new age, the new way of purification, it's all being purified. Earth is going through purification for 200 years. So as you know, she came in the year 2010. She made her 15 passages. It takes her 6 years, 6 months, 6 days to make these changes. She comes in the 13th constellation in the year 2016. Nobody knows the day or the hour, but we know the month and year. June 2016. Again in the future, June 3016. Again 4016. You have to look for her in sunset or sunrise. You have to look for the 2 suns. NASA removed all satellite feeds on June 3rd. You see, that's why I said, because I was always keeping an eye. So the 14th, the millennium cycle, 2016, the 14th constellation on the 19th, because remember when it's all together, it's 18 and 19 comes in every million. Renaissance solar system in the 13th constellation, June to July for 40 days. Makes major changes to the yellow sun. And remember, June is Gemini. Again, when you read the Bible, Judas betrayed Jesus. And June, there's 30 days. You see, 30 pieces of silver. You see how it all connects, how it's all the same. He betrayed Jesus because he let the red sun come in. You see? That's how simple it is. So then she goes back out. When you see the NASA one, she goes between Cancer and Leo. The red sun goes out and she goes back to the abyss for another 1,000 years. She will return to the year 3010 and she will do the same thing again. You see? It repeats itself over and over and over again. So there's that story. So let's keep moving on. Here's everything together. So you can see all beautifully all there together. I explained everything to you guys now. Hopefully you can understand what's going on. Okay. Now let me read. Okay, right here. So now you have everything together, right? Now you see how we move. This is the wheel above and this is the wheel below. The Milky Way galaxy is the Earth of the constellation, suns, and planet. This is our boat. Okay, this is our boat. Noah's Ark. This is the chariot. This is the, when you read the Sumerian tablets, planet Nibiru, it's all of this, the host order, everything. The 7 weapons in Terra, all that stuff. So we move, it's like a clock. We move through the galaxy in Orion's arm. We move. These are the 2,000 years of darkness, right here. Above, yellow sun turns black when entering the reservoir water. The Earth becomes the ice age when it enters here, the 2,000 years of darkness. All right? So it's all there. And here I put a lot of stories. The great fall. I have to put my other glasses on because I can't see it. It's too small. So it's the great fall through the looking glass. Excalibur, lady on the lake. You see Excalibur, lady in the lake. That's the sword. You see, remember the 2 swords? When you read all of these stories, there's the 2-headed sword, the red sun and the yellow sun. Egyptian mirror, the death, the valley of the dead, remember from the Egyptians? The gate of hell. You see, this is the gate of hell. The 2,000 years of darkness. Okay. I will return. You see, when they say I will return, you see, when it comes out, then there will be sunlight again over here. I forgot to color this dark. Throughout I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will feel no evil. You are with me. You see, right here, that's the valley of death. Drink from the well, and I'll see you again. Okay, drink from the well of yourself, and I'll begin again. So you have to drink from the well itself, and you will begin again. Okay, there you go. Then it says here, okay, I already read all those. Drink from the wells of sorrows. There you go. It's all the same stories. Then over here, the 20th centuries of humans has many stories, and they are all brain dead. This is me a long time ago. And stand by the presence of evil, the resurrection, the return, the 10,000 years of sunlight. You see, people don't like to hear the truth. So there you go. So remember, okay, all this is the same as this. You must understand that. As above, so below. Let's move into the next one. Okay, now you see all these little numbers? When you count them all, look, 40. The 40 days, what I just explained to you guys. You see, all those paintings in the below wheel, you see all this green right here? 40 paintings. Ain't that coincidence? Again, it's in the, okay, it's right here. Look, I'm going to show you guys. They got it from here. You see, 40. When you count all these little 5 dots, okay, there's 40 in the Aztec calendar. You see, 40, all of them. Here's the 7. Here's the 10,000 years of sunlight. All right, here's the 2,000 years of darkness. Red sun and yellow sun. You see, the yellow sun between the 4 seasons. The 2 serpents. All right, it's all the same story as that. It's all there. So let's put it together side by side so you guys can see. So you see, 40 paintings, the same thing. Remember, the devil tempted Jesus for 40 days. Adam and Eve in the garden for 40 days. Goliath waited for David in the mount for 40 days. The heart Babylon fed to us 40 days. Hona warned the people for 40 days. I forgot we other stories with the 40. Moises in the desert for 40 days. And I think I said the devil tempted Jesus for 40 days. It's all the same. Now, I was counting these again because I never put it in. We will have 12. I think, I'm not sure they're statues. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see? See, 12 and 12, 12 above, 12 below. You see? Then if we count, okay, that'll be 12, that'll be 24, 25, 26, 27. Then if you count these, then I was counting these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's count these. Let's make it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15. You see 15 passages of rest on solar system. You see, it's the same thing. It's just telling you. And those are stuff that I left out. But I was just looking at it to see what else I can learn. Because, I keep studying, I keep learning it. The more you study, the more you learn, the more you're going to see. So there you go. So it's all there to all to see. There's no excuses. When you move to we are the universal consciousness experiencing self. Don't be saying nobody warned you. I learned this on my own. I took responsibility to understand the truth. You can do the same. All right? So I'm trying to, we all have to help each other and explain to other people, even if they don't like to hear it. You can't keep silent. You tell them, even if they hurt them. All right? So let's keep moving on. So here we go. We evolved from titans. We never evolved from monkeys. That's all a lie. We are the strongest, not the strongest or the smartest. It's only the species that adapt to the new environment. Those are the ones who will survive. So we were lucky that we were the ones who survived because we adapt to the new environment. So that means in the ice age, we adapt to the new environment. It will change, but we keep getting smaller through the cycles. Like I said to you people, if you want to understand more why we're getting smaller, read the documents for the smaller people, from the midgets. You want to understand it. 2 grown-ups, tall people, can have birth to a midget. It's all about the DNA. You just read it, you're going to understand it. So we just keep getting smaller through the cycles. So that's wave 1, 12,000 years in the beginning. Remember, in the galaxy collision, when the Milky Way galaxy, let's put both to go. Okay, so right here, okay, when we have a galaxy collision, it will be new gamma radiation and water. It will be in 84,000 years. Our species got 22,000 years for the next galaxy collision. So when the next galaxy collision happens, it will be the return of Titans. Our species will be dead. We won't be able to reproduce anymore. As you know, we keep getting smaller. Here was in every 12,000 years, all right? And you must understand, we are right here. Remember, these people have elongated skulls. When you look at the underground cities, you see a big hole with thousands of skeletons with elongated skulls. That's where our ancestors. And then they gave birth to us. You see, we are the Nephilims now. We are the Nephilims. We are the new ones. You see, the midgets will see us as giants, all right? So there you go. Then this is the 6th wave. I forgot to put the 7. But we're going to go to transmutation. We're going to look different. We're going to look like this. It's all the same right here. The same knowledge. So as you know, water, earth, fire, and air. I put purgatory, hell, paradise, heaven. You see? This is how the Egyptians saw it. Those are the elements. The 4 elements. And the wheel above. That's all beautiful right there for you guys. So let's move into the next image. You see? I'll give it to you guys right here. Where's Earth? Okay. Right here is Earth, fire, air, and water. All right? Water, the ice age. It's all there to all to see. All right? When the red sun comes in, she makes her 50 passages. The 8 suns are awakened. This happens every millennium cycle. 2010, 3010, 4010. The 8 suns will be awakened. When the 8 suns are awakened, it's when it becomes God. Okay? That's why when Adam and Eve were in the garden and God couldn't see them, it's because they were in the 2,000 years of darkness. Okay? Then God saw them when they came back out. Because the 8 suns were awakened and everything was new again, you see? And they were kicked out of the garden, you see? So, people don't understand that. So, there you go. Remember, Eve just stays for a little while. So, for 40 days, Adam and Eve in the garden, 40 days, because it was all changed. So, you can see it like that. I was just trying to let you know why God couldn't see them. God couldn't see Adam and Eve because they were in the 2,000 years of darkness. But then God got to see them again when the red sun came in in the month of June for 40 days when the 8 sons will awaken. That's when they become God, and God saw them again and said, "Oh, you did not eat from the tree of knowledge." You see, this is the serpent at the garden. The serpent biting his tail. I forgot to put that there. But that's the fruit, Capricorn Aquarius, you see, that they ate from. They were eating each other. They were eating their children. That's why when you read these stories in the 2,000 years of darkness, there's not many children. Okay. So that's why we love to read what really happened. I would like to see a movie, how the giants deal with that. How was their culture, how it was. So there we go. So I think I put the dates here, okay, when the galaxy collision happens, 0 to 12,000 years, then 12,000 years to 24,000 years, of 24,000 to 36,000 years, 36 to 48,000, 48,000 to 60,000, and that's when we go into here, it'll be 6 to 72, there'll be another one, 72 to 84, and that'll be the end of our species. Then the galaxy collision will happen again, we turn on Titan, the cycle happens again. The never-ending story, you see? And that's it. So let's keep moving on. Here I put the color gold so you can see 10,000 years of sunlight, 2,000 years of darkness. So look at moving on over here. Put them together. You see? 10,000 years of sunlight, 10,000 years of sunlight. You see. This is our ark, our boat. All right. We're moving in the waters. Then we go to the abyss. We go to the vapors, to Tartarus. It has many names, many stories. Constellations. We go to the valley of the dead. It has many stories. The 2,000 years of darkness, in a lot of cultures. And there we go. I wrote them all down here. Again, when you read the Aztec Alice in Wonderland, the rabbit went to the rabbit hole. You see, it's the 2,000 years of darkness. And he's holding his clock. Okay, it will have 12 something. Then he comes back at 3 point something. You have to look at his watch, and it's telling you the same thing. So right here, water covers the sun and stars. Okay, the 3 days of darkness. You see, it'll be 1, 2, then 3. But it depends what story you read, because the 3 days of darkness, when I see that, that's the 3 months. When in the wheel below. You know, in the winter season. So December, January, February. 12, 1, 3 in the wheel below. Okay? So, because right here is 2,000 years of darkness and the return of the yellow sun in the age of Pisces. Right here. 1, 2, 3. So, okay, so the yellow sun turns black when entering a reservoir of water below ice age. So there you go. So I hope I'm not moving real fast here. So there you go. There it is again. Fire, earth, water, and air. It's all the same thing over and over again. You see? So I explained everything basically. So it's just extra images so your brain can process it. And I put the numbers in there of the 8 sons, the 8 kings. It has many names, these 8 sons. And the 7 constellations. So where are we at? Okay. So right here you will see the above wheel, the below wheel. Okay. 10,000 years of sunlight and 2,000 years of darkness. Above, so below. As above, so below. Remember that. Again, 12 times 12 equals 144,000. And 12,000 years is 144,000 months. I learned that from graffiti. The 12,000 month, 144,000 months and 12,000 years. And now we got this one, you see? This here is this in here moving. So you guys can see, you see? So it'll be paradise, heaven, purgatory, and hell. So you can see we live in heaven. Okay, we live in heaven, and the future people will go to hell. That's why we have to come up with some technology so they don't have to suffer when they're in there. We are animals learning how to be good, fighting our desires, our emotions, stuff like that. But we have to experience what it is to be human. these feelings that this container, this body give us. So, and there we go. Again, this God is fictional for you religious people. God, G7, the 7 constellation was sun. All 15 passages of the solar system before the 4 seasons. You see, that's the real word of God. This one is fictional. This is the real one. Now, the religious people ain't going to like that. They like this, the lie. They like worshiping the idols, the fictional characters. They don't like the truth. All these Bibles, it's the same thing. You have to use your star constellation map when you read any of these Bibles. If you don't, you will fall under their magic, their spell, their delusion. That's what I'm saying. We have a fake world government. They're controlling your mind through magic. The only magic is writing. All right? And those who believe, the believers, those who believes, the believers, believe in, believing, beliefs is all a lie. And accepting that a statement is true or that something exists. Trust, faith, or coincidence in something or something. Faith, strong belief, God, or in a doctrine of a religion based on a spiritual apprehension rather than proof. You see, they don't want the proof. Proof, all Bible, sun, constellation stories. Use your star constellation map when reading. If not, you will develop mental illness. It's like mental psychosis. You never believe. You must understand how nature works before you read any of these books. In my next video will be the Aztec calendar. I'm going to explain all this like I just did with this one. It's all the same. All right? You will see the 40. You will see the 7 constellation with suns. You will see the 10,000 years of sunlight. That's above, so below. The 2,000 years of darkness. It's all there. All right? See? Yellow sun, red sun, the 4 seasons. Earth, ice age. Okay? It's all there. It's all the same story that I just told you. So let me read the comments now and let's get started. If anybody has any questions. So, okay, let's read. Let me see where I'm at. Okay. Kimberly, graffiti. Okay, I read that one. Wow, I never knew that. Thong Wan. All right. Kim, this is so interesting. Thank you. Yosian, thank you. Raul Reese, the geometry connects with the language patterns. Yep. It's all the same story. Graffiti. The hard part is when telling people the truth is when they deny it or call it nonsense. It's always default that calling them dumb. Yep. I know it's not nice calling people stupid or nothing like that, but I try nice. You know, graffiti. I tried the nice approach and everything. It doesn't work. You really have to push. You really have to do that. That's the only way it's going to work with them. That won't work with us because we above them. We have a superior mind. That won't work on us. But it will work on them. It will work on the religious people if you make fun of them. They're weak mentally. Remember, religious people are weak mentally. Make fun of them. Go, oh, you stupid. Go back to school. You have to talk to them like that. It's the only way they're going to go. Their brain's going to start working. It's like, because I read a book on how the mind works and how you can mess with people so that you can change the way they think. That's the only way. Because I've been reading about it, how the mind, that's the way you trigger their mind to think. So that's the only way, by calling them stupid and stuff like that. That's the only way. They're gonna start thinking, trying to use their mind. Okay. Vega, wow, I never saw that. That's so interesting. I think I read that again. Reedy. Robert Forrest. I'm not really sure what it's about. This I have no confidence. I'm not sure what he's saying. Now my phone doesn't work. I'm sorry if I can't see your comments, but because I can't see all the comments, I just don't just. Okay, I got that one. Graffiti is hard. Okay, I read that one. Graffiti, even when you show them the scars, they want to believe in the lies. Apparently, worldwide, they practice deforming their heads. Yeah, that's what they say. Because remember, you must understand graffiti. The ancient people, how long that it scars. If you were born like me, the other kids who are long get scars, they will make fun of you. It happens right now. You know how the bullying happened back in the day. So those people who were born were small, they wanted to look like them. They wanted to be like them. That's why they did it. You know what I mean? It's that people can't think. People can't think. Oh. Man, what the hell is doing that? Okay. Okay, I can't read anymore. It just keeps sending me to the beginning. Raul Reese. Anytime we are smarter than others, we get annoyed. It's better to avoid conversation. Well, it depends how you feel, Raul Reese. It's how you feel at that moment. Me, I like arguing. I like doing it. It makes me feel good. I like arguing with people. I like calling them stupid. And if I have to get in a fight, I get in a fight. You know, that's the way I am. I love doing it. That's me. That's my personality. All right? And I know to get the fuck out of there before the cops get there. I'm not stupid. Even if they have me in camera, that's not me. You need to learn how to think. That's not my name. Never consent. You have to be smart. So I studied the law too. So, okay, let me read. Mara Reese says something here. Fowler, Emilio. Okay, I guess he's talking to somebody. I'm not reading. Okay, there's something else there. So I think I got it all. Okay, Kimberly. Robert Forrest, okay. Robert Forrest, 10,000 years of sunlight, 2,000 years of darkness. How religion stories are coded and related to the universe. Yeah, that's all it is, Kimberly. It's just they're explaining our universe, our cycles through all these stories, and it repeats itself over and over and over again. It's all the same thing. Graffiti, they love to argue as well. Most go quiet when I tell them to try to remember what a sunset and sunrise used to look like, then watch how they look like now. Yeah, they don't understand the sun things. They don't. So I just don't understand the way these people think. I really don't understand it. It's like they don't want to think. They trapped in their fictional mind and their primitive mind. So let me go back to the beginning here. Where should I go? Let me go over here. So let me go. No, where is that? Okay, let me go there to that one. That's a better one right there. So, all right. Graffiti, I call them domestic animals now. That's good, man. Meow, man. Yep. It's just these people don't want to learn anything. What do you think the truth kept from us? When you think, well, for control, they want to control us. For example, Kimberly, I saw a video of Barack Obama when he was president that he called everybody stupid, the human population. And that's why they have to control us. Well, humanity is stupid because they keep lying to the people. They keep giving them delusions. They keep playing the devil card to scare all these religious people. They feed into their desires, emotions. Like lately, you haven't seen what's going with Israel and all that shit. You know how the religious people are acting. Oh, God is coming. They're playing the Bible out. The those delusions. They're playing it out for those people who believe in it. They're feeding their delusional mind. That's why humanity is like this. It's just these people in power does not want to see the earth become one. They want everything separate because it's an easier life for them. They don't want everybody to be one culture. All the same, they don't want that. Now, what they're doing now, United Nations, New World Order, all under one government, that's all wrong. Everything should be run by the people, understanding these cycles, but people don't know this. They still trusted them. Now, I'm kind of glad right now because I see a lot of governors, they're using their heads, not trusting the government. So you can see, I've seen a lot of military people from the Marines, sergeants saying, no, we're not going to follow, not our soldiers are going to be, you know what? I've seen that. So I'm glad that people are standing up, but these world elites, they control all the grocery stores. People are not self-efficient. People need to go back to nature. Fuck these world governments. We need to learn how to grow our own vegetables, all that stuff. Depend on ourselves, not on the system anymore, because these people control those things. They're bad people. Bill Gates owns 45% of farmland here in the United States. Who knows around the world? China as well, in the military as well. You have to look. It's wrong what they're doing to humanity. So they don't want to tell us the truth. They want people to be slaves. There was a good movie that I saw, a religious movie, with a guy who played the Phantom. He played the Phantom. He played a religious movie. He explains it in the movie to his son. He said, oh, that God is a lie. And his son's like, what? Our God is a lie? Yeah, and their God as well. We just do this to control them. He explains it perfectly. I don't know how to explain it. But if you ever know who that guy from the Phantom is, he's a bald head guy. He played in Titanic as well. And he played a religious movie where he explains it perfectly to his son. So, why they do it. So Raul Reese, it's better to make you think you are free so you don't question anything. That's right. And sometimes people ask the wrong questions to begin. Yep. Because they don't know anything. The people don't know. It's all there to all to see. You see? It's all there. It's that people can't see it because we've been brainwashed. Our grandparents were brainwashed in the religious lies. Our parents. And this new generation are brainwashed as well. They keep passing down the brainwash and stupidity. And we have to tell them, no, it's not that. This has nothing to do with witchcraft. The witchcraft is the Bible. If you don't understand nature, you fall under their spells. Those Bible's characters are all idols. It's all a lie. You under these people, this billion, religion is a billion dollar corporation. They make billions on donations and stuff like that. They don't get taxes or nothing. So they get, they make a lot of money. So that's all. So, okay, yes, they're trying to Kimberly. They tried, but to curse Fooster. Yeah, sir. Yeah, like I said, remember, we have 8 billion people, the 8 signs to awaken. There's more energy in Earth. There's no balance in Earth. And all the Asian cultures and everything says the warning, maintain the balance. Why is the warning? I don't know. But I just sent Raul Reese a picture. It's a picture. It's not a video. I don't trust that. But I always think that the Titans will return in the galaxy collision. The Titans, these. But I'm not sure if it can happen when the red sun comes in. You know how we just came out of the ice age, or the ice is melting. When you read these stories, Zeus trapped the Titans, okay, in the ice age. So the ice is melting. So I'm thinking when the earth gets hotter, these giant creatures can come out of the water. That's why I'm saying to you people to study the eel. When they cut them in half, there's no reproduction system. There's no nothing. So how did they migrate? How all these eels come from? I think the earth makes them. Same thing with the Titans. I think when the earth gets hotter, And those titanic plates down there, they can come out. And there was a picture floating on the internet with a submarine with this creature more bigger than the submarine. But I don't trust pictures. We have a cell phone for a live video of it, but who knows if this is the government giving us a warning? I don't know. All these movies are telling you. Like, for example, the movie, new one, Eternals. Okay? The Avengers, whatever, they brought 50% back. You know, Thanos eliminated 50% of the universe population. The Avengers brought them back. There's more energy. And what happened in the movie was it telling you that the deviants are coming back because the energy, you see? They're telling you. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure. I'm using my imagination, my fictional mind, because I don't have no evidence, but I'm thinking as the earth gets hotter, these Kaiju, Titans, Nephilims, whatever you want to call it, deviants, can come back out. And that'll be the end of life for everybody. So it's better to eliminate 50% now before that happens. That's what I'm thinking the message is, but I don't know. I'm just using my imagination. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my hypothesis. So they're dropping bombs in the seas, Kimberly. They're dropping bombs in the seas, either attacking or trying to wake something up. I think they're attacking because, Kimberly, you ever watch that movie Underwater? There's a girl who was looking this big creature, and she was down there. She was the only one, and all these creatures. This big creature gave birth to all these little creatures, and they were coming up to the surface. So she exploded everything. Again, when you see Pacific Rim, they used a 28-ton bomb to close the portal where the Kaiju was coming out. The titanic place is down there. That's the gateway, they call it. And we use a 40-ton bomb, you see? So, well, I don't know. So, I'm not sure if the government, the word is giving us another fear tactic, or they're trying to cover that up with all this other stuff. There's always an illusion for something else. So, we have to see through the illusion what it is. And like me and Graffiti, we're talking, they're covering that up real good. Because we're trying to read a lot of books from ancient. You know, every time we read it, we always think, these are the Titans. For me, when I read it, these are the Titans, the four elements. But remember, the Titans were in prison in the Ice Age, so how can a Titan be the ice when they were in prison? It don't make no sense. So it makes me think they really can come when the earth gets hotter. That's why the ancient people, they maintain a balance. And when you saw the movie Eternals, it says those protectors came 7,000 years ago. So we in the age of Aries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the age of Virgo. So I guess the ancient people maintain a balance into this age. Remember, this is the fire age. And I think the Kaiju, the Titans, came out right there. So they had a hard time. They were in purgatory. Then the Titans, so those creatures got in prison because it was the Ice Age again. So that's what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure. That's my hypothesis. So no, I haven't seen it. Okay, I'm not sure what she's talking about. Oh, the movie. Yeah, watch that. I have it. I have a video that I share. It's somewhere in there. So I'll show you it's on my YouTube channel, or I'll share it right there on Facebook too. You will see the movie Underwater, and you will see as well the 40-ton bomb, and you will see as well the Kaiju, what they dropped. I'll put them all together, but I don't know. So, Raul Reese, immediately, do you think fear is a natural or is a thought to us? Some warriors say you have to use fear, but others people don't fear at all. Yeah, I don't fear. I don't fear. Raul Reese, I don't fear. The only thing is, to me, fear now is like a warning. And it makes me ready to, you know what I mean? So, to do something. So I don't fear no one. Trust on that. I don't feel. You know what I mean? I don't fear, but it depends how you see it. So to me, fear, how I see other religious people, is a sickness. These people have a mental disorder. Mental is wrong. For example, if I see a Caillou, like right now, starting a week ago, I started working out again, trying to get back like I used to be when I was young. I'm practicing with my sword. I got my shotgun, and I'll be the first one on top of a Caillou or something. Like they do in the movies, but not stupid. But just in case, you know what I mean? When I text my family. So, right there I'm using my fictional mind. So let's see. Robert Forrest. So the Titans are going to come out. Oh, a lot of comments right now. Where is that? Okay. So the Titans are coming. Robert Forrest. So the Titans are going to come out. Have you ever seen a movie called Cabin in the Woods? Nope, I never saw that movie, Cabin in the Woods. So I guess I have to see that movie. I think Raul Reese told me to watch that. I don't know, Raul Reese told me to watch a movie too, but no, I never saw Cabin in the Woods, never. Okay, Raul Reese. Okay, I already read that one. Yes, having fears prevents life. Okay. Graffiti. Have you ever tried to teach on the past, on the knowledge? Oh man, this thing is not working my phone. Raw Reese, oh, he had more. So if enough people are awake, what can we do? We are under major attack. I don't know, man. Graffiti. We have to try to teach other people to pass the knowledge. Most won't want to hear it. Thought. Even forums full of conspiracy theorists can see it. Yeah. Humans been, on graffiti. Humans, the FBI is the ones who created that word, conspiracy theorists. The FBI and the CIA is controlled by the fake world government. Okay, they're just puppets of the fake system. It's all a lie. So we are not conspiracy theories. We use the truth, the star constellation map. You will never go wrong when you use the star constellation chart. You will never go wrong. They're the ones who've been taught a lie. Remember, the education system does not teach intelligence. They're all of those humans, 99% of the population, less than 1% out of the 8 billion we have now, they're all stupid people. And that's for the 1%, like people like us that study nature, understand it, we keep reading, we can see through their illusions. It's all there hidden in plain sight to all to see. But these stupid people who has a little power, they think they know it all, but they don't. They just puppet at the fake system. They read their scripts and they do what they're told. Puppets. So I'm saying, if one of them see my videos, they think I'm crazy when I'm not. Kimberly, are you saying the Titans will come out? I'm not sure, Kimberly. I'm just using this hypothesis. I don't know, because the Earth is getting hotter, and when you read the books of Zeus or Odin, they imprison the Titans. When you imprison means it's the Ice Age, and I'm thinking when the Earth gets hotter is when they come out, but I'm not sure. Okay, the only thing I can think of is in the galaxy collision. Every 84,000 years we have a galaxy collision. That'll be a new Milky Way galaxy, new gamma radiation in Earth, and I always thought that the Titans would return because they always say 7 generation comes and goes. Like when you read the Bible, it says God's job was completed in the 7th day, on the 7th generation. Because when you keep reading the Bible, it says God completed his work on the 7th day. Then you keep reading the Bible, it says these are the generations. You see? 7 generations. That's 7 times 12 equals 84,000 years. You see? His work was completed in the year 84,000. then it starts over again. You see? But I'm just saying, all this stuff is happening right now. I really don't know what can happen. Really, okay, Kimberly. Really strange, because I used to have visions of Titans when I was very young, before even I know what they were. Yeah, when I was really young in Puerto Rico, when I was 12, I had a dream in 3 days that the whole island in Puerto Rico was underwater. So now that we know that by the year 2025, the sea waters is rising. So I think all those little islands all around the world are going to be underwater. So the due date is 2025. There's underground water tunnels for all the people who have, to control the sea and rivers risings. They call it water tunnels. There's a lot of YouTube videos. So I know these little islands, they don't have it. So the small islands surrounded by plenty of water. So yeah. Okay, let me see Tong Wang, if I can get this one. Okay, Tong Wang. I agree with you. You're not crazy. I understood very clear clarity. Your explanation, great deep. Thank you. Yeah, it's that you must understand when a religious person been brainwashed as a little kid, all that brainwashing for years, you must understand. Me, I learned everything in the year 2010. But it was hard to break my Jesus mind control. Like I said, no, Jesus has to be real. No, it was a battle in my brain. I was like, no, it can't be. It can't be. Because I used to be a guy who prayed on my knees every night, read the Bible and everything. And in Bible class, I always say, yo, why is this story the same as this? Why the 12 kids repeating? Why this number 40? And the people in the classroom, they never noticed that. So they say, oh, that's just, I forgot their excuse what they said when I said, why this 12 is repeating, why the number 40, why all of this stuff. Then, when I was like 16, all these kids were going to get baptized. And they asked me, Amelia, are you going to get baptized? I said, no, I'm moving out of my dad's house. I don't live alone. I want to have all the sex I can. I want to enjoy life. Then when I get older, I get baptized. Because then he can wash all my sins away. That's the way I was thinking. So then when I got older, I got married and everything. And I said, okay, now it's time to go back to church, do all this stuff. But I said, before I do this, I have to read by myself to learn this. Then I started reading and learning. Then I started breaking my God mind control, my Jesus, because I started reading all the Bibles from all the cultures to see. Then I started studying the Emerald Towers of Thought. I started studying the star constellation map. Then I said, oh, I can see it little by little by you understanding nature, because I saw an American Indian saying, plant a tree. And that's what I did. I studied nature. I understood how the seasons were. I said, oh, I see it now. Then I wrote a book. Took me like a year or two. Not to do it over, because I figured out the 2,000 years of darkness. So I needed to do everything over again. I only knew about the red sun cycle. I never knew about the 2,000 years of darkness. And I never knew about the galaxy collision. So it took me a long time. It took me about 4 years to figure everything out. I'm Raul Reese. In blood, I was baptized. Oh, man. Yeah, man. So, remember, this is the baptism right here. This is the baptism of Jesus Christ, 2,000 years of darkness. You get washed of all your sins and you start over. Then you commit all these bad shit. Then your sins get washed away again. But actually, we do more harm in the 2,000 years of darkness because we all eat each other. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. So yeah. So let me see. Let me look for another image here. The one with that one here. That's the one we want. So right here. So you see it? This is how we move in the galaxy. You're gonna see this number everywhere. The 10, the Georgia Guidestones, the 10 rules, Um, and um, what else? And the Georgia guys, the Georgia Guidestone as well. Okay, I already said the Georgia Guidestone. The Ten Commandments, the Georgia Guidestone, the 10 Rules. Again, in the Statue of Liberty, you will see the 40 days as well. I forgot that too in the Statue of Liberty. You will see the number 40. 40 um, circular things all around the Statue of Liberty. But it's all there to all to see. It's just people can't see it because they've been too brainwashed. So yeah. So I hope you people understood this, and you know what I mean. Remember, the Earth is in its 33 powers for 200 years. Earth is going through its purification. Remember, this is the spine. These suns, you see the sun, okay, 1 through 4, number 2, 5 through 8. This is the number of powers. It goes up to all the way. Earth will be 800 years normal weather, okay, in the planet Earth. Earth will be in the 29 powers for 800 years. When the red sun comes and awakens all these suns, and the red sun leaves, all these suns will be awakened. They will have the energy of the red sun within them, you know what I mean? So Earth will be in the 33 powers. Earth will be in the 33 powers for 200 years as climate change, a hotter Earth. Then we have 8 billion people on Earth. We have all those animals to feed the population, all the chickens, all the cows, whatever meat is out there, all those. That's the greenhouse effect that Bill Gates is talking about. So, and then you have to remember why we always have to keep that balance, why we always have war through all these cultures, through all these generations. Why? I'm thinking it's because of that. I'm thinking we have to maintain the CO2, the balance, because all that energy, those titans, those creatures can come back out. But that's me just right there. That part is just me using imagination. I'm using that's hypothesis. I don't know if it's true or not. So, but as you know, when they dropped the bomb in the ocean, the 40-ton bomb, all these animals' body parts, all these fish, and those big eyeballs. I'll show a picture of the big eyeball. That the people are studying it from universities. They don't know what it is. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. So, Raris, almost like the people want to be scared of something. If not, let's see if you broke more stuff. That's not. If it not, yeah. I don't fear anything. So, fear to me is just, I see it as a warning to prepare me. So the only thing that I have to control is my anger. That's the only thing. My anger, it gets the best of me. I get angry real fast, and I like to hurt people when I get angry, and I can't control that emotion. Not that good. If I meet somebody and that person makes me angry, I just want to beat the living crap out of them. You know what I mean? That's it. That's me. But I have to control that. I don't have to control that. I don't let nothing bother me. Back in the day, I was real jealous. I'm not jealous anymore. I used to get mad when people used to look at my girlfriend. Now they can look at my wife, whatever, and now they don't touch her. That's it. If they touch her, that's when I get angry. But I don't care. I don't, I'll look too. I grew out of that stage. It's all stages. So, Rauri, scientists are saying that the Earth is dying, but they don't even understand. Yeah, the scientists don't know, Rauri. These scientists, like I said, the education system is a fake system. They do not teach these scientists the truth. Earth is going through a purification for 200 years. Earth has a low magnetic frequency. That's why they're throwing all that chemicals up in space to reflect the energy back to the sun, and those chemicals reduces the carbon emissions. So, and that's helping us. So, so so let's see. I just don't like how the world government, these people, how they're using their power. It's the wrong way. They're doing it the wrong way. If I was the world government, I would have started in 2010, I would have offered, I wouldn't obligate people, but I would bribe people. I would say all the students in school since 2010, a long time ago. Free college for everybody who gets, all the boys and girls who get birth control. You know, boys can get fixed. Okay, there's a new pill for boys. They can take it, you know, the morning after pill, whatever. They can kill the sperm, whatever, too. Stuff like that. Put girls on the birth control, free college education, all paid for. Um, Girls who get their tubes tied, their whole life will be paid off. You know, they create money out of thin air. They're not, you know, they can just have a credit, you know what I mean? Like that. I would offer the old folks' homes, those people who are suffering, the shot to put them to sleep worldwide, offer everywhere. Um, I will offer in the hospitals so people are suffering to put them to sleep. Prisoners who's gonna be their whole life in jail if they want it. If they decide to do it that way, they can leave $10,000 for their family members, like that. Stuff like that. They should do stuff like that, and the population will reduce like this, quick. Not the way they're doing it now with all this lies and BS. The only thing I like about Bill Gates, if the Titan stories is real, it's true, we should stop having farm animals with cows and chickens doing that way. No more of that. And the people who wants to eat meat, raise your own chickens, pigs, whatever it is. You raise it yourself. Not that many, just make it really rare. But have, like Bill Gates says, the vegan meat, stuff like that, to reduce the greenhouse effects. I agree with him with that one. With that sign, I agree with him with that one 100%. If the, you must understand, high carbon dioxide also can harm our bodies because we're not breathing oxygen anymore, and that can make our DNA unstable. The DNA inside of us has those virus, germs, and bacteria. It can make it active. We can be sick a lot too. So that will reduce that. We can breathe oxygen. Our oxygen levels will be at 21%. I don't know where they're at. So that's it. Kimberly, right now they are using silent weapons, microwave death towers. Oh, I forgot. There are reasons made a comment. Right now they're using silent weapons, EMF, microwave death towers, weaponizing electrical devices. Electronic devices meeting frequent attacks coming into from underground. They are targeting, okay, RREs. Okay, RREs. 5G technology are good for us. Yep. Yeah, Kimberly. That 5G, and remember, Earth has a stronger magnetic field. The Earth has a stronger magnetic field. It's really hot. 5G is nothing. All right. Now let's say Earth has a low magnetic frequency. The 5G helps the Earth frequency, those magnetic things that we don't have anymore. And if we don't have those frequencies of the Earth, more solar activity could come inside the Earth. More sun solar flares, sun whatever, and it can destroy a lot of things. So the 5G is just energy conducting the flow of nature, so the poles won't shift. You know, Earth have a north, a south, and a north and south pole. Those 5G towers, and I think it should be more than that, help, and that's everywhere, is to conduct the frequency of the Earth so the poles won't change. Because if the pole changes, the airplanes and everything has to be all reconfigured, because they all follow those poles that Earth is. They're trying to prevent the poles from shifting. If the pole shifts, Earth will have a big earthquake, big tsunamis, and it will destroy everything in Earth. That's the reason for 5Gs, all those underground, all that stuff. Remember, it's to prevent the poles from shifting. The North and South Pole, how you know where they're at, they have it all hidden. That's because of that. When you study the old ancient temples, you can see where through all civilizations where the old North and South poles were. They're trying to prevent the poles from shifting. So they didn't know that. Thanks. Okay. Ferrari right now they're using. Okay, hurry down. Yeah, so that's Ferrari's answering to her question. Okay, cool. I never know that. So yeah, it's like that's when I see something that the government does, I always try to figure out what the hell they doing. I say, oh, okay, because the Earth has a low magnetic frequency. The good movie you should watch, Kimberly, is The Core. Remember that? Remember they over exaggerate in these movies, but that's the closest thing that's happening right now to Earth. You should watch that movie, The Core. It's a 1980 movies. I shared a little video about it. It's somewhere in my page, somewhere in my video album, and you can see they explain it. What can happen, electromagnetic frequencies, earthquakes, sinkholes. You see all the sinkholes, you see all the landslides, you see everything. It's because the Earth has a low magnetic frequency. Some scientists call it solar minimum, solar maximum, solar. They're saying it will be a 5 to 7 years Earth will reproduce vegetation. There's a lot of things going on that I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. They say this happens every 4 to 500 years where the sun goes through a solar shutdown. Earth doesn't feel the energy. Earth will produce no vegetation. The Earth magnetic field will get lower. So I always thought this happens in the red sun cycle, but they say they have dates where it happened along. I said, oh, okay, so I guess I see, they have dates where this happened before 4 to 500 years. So it's a lot of Bible verses where it tells you this person lived this 400, 500. So I guess that's what they're talking about. The 1111 sun cycles. So The Core, we'll look for it. Yeah. The movie The Core. Yeah. So yeah, I want to see that movie about the red sun going into the abyss. That's scary. Yeah, I want to see that movie too. I want to see a movie with elites from the ancient times, the elongated skulls, how they gave birth to us in the 2000 and how they live. I see movies like I told you guys, just watch the movie Logan's Run. It's an old movie where the people live underground, but they're not telling you it's the 2000 years of darkness. They're just telling you when they came back out of the underground cities, and the AI tells you Capricorn, so you will know it's talking. The AI was warning them about the 2000 years of darkness, but they didn't know. And when they came out of the underground cities, they even didn't know what the sun was. They didn't know anything. That's the movie and the cartoon TV series. He-Man, her sister She-Ra. They tell you. There's another movie TV series and Netflix. Love and Robots, something like that. And it has it in there as well. There's a cartoon showing you the kids in the future, the whole planet in ice. Earth is all covered in ice. And they have these machines surrounding the ocean where it's melting the ice. And you can see the whales underneath, and the whales are trying to break the ice to get oxygen. But the whales look different. They were all glowing. You see, because, they all become a different species. And I like that cartoon, too. It was pretty cool. So, I forgot the name of that cartoon. But I think it's in Love and Robots. It's on Netflix. There's a lot of little, but I would like to see one, how the Asian people, how their community, how they, if it was fair, or did they have slaves? Did they raise people like a cattle? I don't know how they did it. I just want to know how they did it. If it was fair, if it's not fair, I don't know. Do you think technology was stronger during the Titans? May they have Titan robots fighting Titan? I don't know, man. I think that those movies is just telling you, trying to give you an idea just in case those characters come back. Probably Chinese have those robots. I don't know. So we never know rivalries. I don't know. Yeah, but those movies are out there for a reason. I don't know. I like that. I like that. Love and Robot. I've seen that. Okay, yeah. Okay, remember Kimberly? There's a part, I think it's in Love and Robots, where there's one, they call it Ice Age. There's a boy that opened the refrigerator, the freezer. They showed you these cycles. They showed you this. It's the refrigerator one. You know that guy who played on Spider-Man, he was Venom and Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. I forgot his name. Oh, that the kid who played that 70s show. He's in it. So he's with his girlfriend in his apartment. They open the freezer and they will see like a little mammoth or something. I showed a video about it too. So yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, good. Rory Save the Planet. Yep. Save the planet. Yep. Well, the planet will always be around, Rory's. It's we humans, we can kill all of us. The planet will keep going. The ice age is purification. Will heal the earth, then the earth will start over again. Okay. Remember, it's like our body. This is like our body. It's our immune system. This ice age is just purify everything. The earth will start. It's like how it heals itself. How nature heals. So we the same thing as nature. So that's it. That's why I laugh when people say, "Oh, the flu." I said, I don't think none of that stuff is real because it's our body cleaning itself out from the old, it's in your body. The body's cleaning itself out from all that viruses, germ, bacteria. It's just a process that your body does every year. That's all. That's the way I see it. Because I don't go by the fake education system. It's all a lie. It's controlled by when I read it, who created the education system, it's a billionaire named Rockefeller, John D. Rockefeller. And he says he doesn't want a nation of thinkers. He wants a nation of workers. So now you know that the education system is not, it's just an education, it doesn't teach you intelligence. It's just to prepare you for the workforce. Reese. And the 13 in your book, Save the Planet, Terminator, I will never know that if it wasn't for you. Yeah, Save the Planet. Yeah, because it's 13. Yeah, it's 13 letters. Save the planet. Yeah, when you save the planet. Yep, 13. The 13 constellation. Yep. And the Terminator is going like this. 666. You see? Because the 8 sounds to Awaken. Yeah. Now I know what you're saying. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that part out. You see, I don't remember everything. That's why I write everything down. So you have to remind me. So yeah. Yeah, everything is hidden right there to all to see. So yeah. So all right, guys, I'm gonna get going. I have to cut grass tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning. 3 properties. All that stuff by myself. So I hope you guys learn a lot, study, use your brain, learn how to use this. Okay, the truth is in the stars. As above, so below. It's all there. Use your star constellation chart. That's the truth. Nature tells you the truth. Humans will always lie to you. Just put it this way. Okay, I'm not lying to you, but I'm telling you, once you study this, you're going to see everything repeats itself. If everything repeats itself, you're going to see I'm not lying to you. Everybody else is lying to you. The 99% of the population is lying to you. Okay? It's all controlled by fake world government. We, the people, have to take control and understand these cycles. Okay? And I didn't know this, and I'm guaranteeing you, less than 1% will understand it. Then when you tell them it's 2,000 years and it happens, those people are going to go crazy when they start learning this. Only the strong mind will accept it. Those religious people are going to go, what is no God? You're telling me that the beginning is this? No. It's like me when I was studying about Jesus and Jesus wasn't real. I was like, what the fuck? It was hard to me to batter that shit in my brain. It was a hard process. Then God, what the fuck? That's mind control to the fucking fullest, bro. You have to understand. My parents forced me to go up to the front to read the Bible when I was a little kid. I didn't want to. I had a fire in my heart. But then the brainwashing starting, because you meet friends, beautiful girls at church, and then it starts, because you want to be like them. Then you go. Then when your heart tells you something else, your stomach starts burning and everything, you go, nah. I remember I moved out of my dad's house either at 14, 15, 16, I think I was at 14, 15. I moved out. I was emancipated. So I worked at McDonald's. I did everything on my own. Then when I got married, that's when I started studying, and that's it. If I can do it, everybody else can do it. You have to break your mind control. That's all. So all right, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. I mean, next Friday or Saturday, we'll be talking about this one right here. We're gonna be explaining the Aztec calendar. It's all the same thing. We're gonna be explaining this beautiful baby right here, the Aztec calendar, for everybody to see. It's all the same thing. So, all right. So I'm gonna break it apart. I'm gonna make it the same as like I did this one. So you all can see this is where the mannequins took their knowledge. The Aztec passed it down to the Egyptians, and the Egyptian passed it down to the mannequins. So I think the next rulers will be China. I think China's are gonna be the Chinese are gonna be the new rulers, but we can't because those people. I looked at their culture. I looked at the way there is, but I'm not like being told what to do. But I see how they live, and you have to just watch how China live, how it is, and then you can figure out by yourself. So yeah, it's gonna be if we keep going like it's going right now, it's gonna be the whole world is gonna be a communist world. Okay, so so all control. All right, people. Talk to you. See you next Friday or Saturday. I will put it in the list. All right. So bye bye.